when the indictment is unsealed, he's still working as a PIO for the Vallejo Police Department. They serve out valuable city resources.
Yes, but we're also continuing to investigate it.
Does the Vallejo Police Department own this company apology?
We're going to evaluate that when the investigation is complete.
There are so many questions for the Vallejo Police Department. If they had been investigating what Aaron's phone, if they had Aaron's phone and made sure that it wasn't on airplane mode, maybe they could have gotten to Denise sooner.
Did call Aaron's phone 3 times around 8:30 that Monday night, right before Mustard was going to interrogate Aaron.
He always gave his phone. And he put it in airplane mode. Even though he told him the kidnapper's going to call me on this phone.
You never cut off lines of communication to a perpetrator, ever. Every communication that came in and out of that phone should have been tracked. We actually did have evidence that could have led them, if not to rescue to go.
The city attorney wrote a letter of apology that the chief of police signed.
The letter in part says, through 2015, that it was not a hoax or orchestrated event. It also admits that the words that Lieutenant Kenny Park spoke during that press conference were harsh and offensive.
A private apology, though, not a public. Yes.
I run the elevator in the car, right? And, I send a new pair of shoes. It just doesn't work. It's totally extreme. So I was happy when they sued the city.
Aaron was filed a civil rights lawsuit. Again, the number of claims, including defamation, was no part falsely accused Aaron of faking kidnapping. The police department did not have the information. You have a theory, but your theory should not survive contact with the first contrary facts. You have to reject them.
Hi, Blake here with another review. This is for this portable telescoping fan. Really cool that you can fold it all up, but also if I can get it this. There we go. But you can also stand it up, and pardon the mess, I'm redoing my pantry cabinets and stuff too. So it is pretty nice, the fact that it can stand up. It doesn't oscillate or anything, but that's no biggie. I think it's more for the compact nature. And it does have a remote. Here's the thing about it though. So I fully charged it about maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and I used it for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes. And then I was like, okay, I'll do my review later. And the battery's dead. Long story, less long. That's a pretty big disappointment that it didn't last. Or like it just sitting still, like basically the idle time or whatever you want to call it is no good. To get it to stay up though, you do have to put it in the locking position. Otherwise it'll tumble over. It also really doesn't like to be fully this direction when it's on the full height. It falls over real easy because the base isn't super heavy. The remote does work. Here's the sensor for it though, so you pretty much have to have a direct line of sight because it is an infrared. Or wait, or does it swivel? Maybe it does swivel. My bad, it does swivel. It's on the base. That is totally my fault. I have another one similar that doesn't, so I got them mixed up. But does close up nice and neat, and then has another lock button on this side. If I can... Man, it is not wanting to lock. Oh well. Doesn't exactly just unfold on its own. So puts off pretty good speed, but again, the battery life. And here's the kicker. I noticed this thing on the side. Warning, the fan has not been used for a long time. Please charge it every 3 months. 3 months. It's maybe been 3 weeks, and it had a full battery, and it's totally dead. So battery, garbage. Fan, okay. Portability aspect of it is the only saving grace for it, and the fact that it also oscillates and it's battery powered in general. So I'll probably give it like 3 or 4 stars.
So I got this little fan so I could be outside with my kids and be comfortable. It's literally this small, but big and mighty at the same time. It unfolds, so it could literally be, oops, it could literally be a desktop fan, or it can go as far, I want to say this is like maybe 30 something inches. I'm not sure of the way. This is my doorknob here, and this is how tall the fan is. So I think that's pretty cool. And it comes with a little remote and the power button, and then you set it again to if you want it on 1, 2, or 3, or the wave sign is intervals. So you hit the little wave sign for it to go to 1, which is about that speed. Click it again, that's 2. And then that's 3. And then it has, I ran into this issue because I was wondering, like, would it tip over or not from being top heavy? So I believe there was something here that, yeah. This lock right here at the bottom, make sure that this hole here stays in place. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm not gonna turn it on. But yeah, so that's it. That's on 3. And when I'm outside with my kids and I just sit this by me, I get all the airflow I need, and it's portable. You can take it to the beach, park, wherever, and you will stay cool. So I definitely recommend it.
Basically, do unlock on both of these, and then turn up this, bend the fan, make sure that's all the way back, lock that in. Comes with your mobile remote here with the battery. And it turns it to, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 in breeze, and then it actually has a timer here for half an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours to turn it off while it's running. This button, the L button, changes that, and then if you press and hold the power button, it starts to oscillate. Turn it around, and then you can press and hold to turn that off too. And of course it does extend. And the remote does pretty much the same thing here. You can change if it oscillates or not. It does use RFID, so do want to point it at it when you press it. It's not Bluetooth or anything. And then of course that's for your timer, and that is for your breeze settings. And that's about it. It's actually pretty compact, pretty cool. And it lasts about 4.5 hours on the highest setting of 3. And then it can last up to 22 hours on 1 or breeze. So, and it does have that USB-A out. You charge it on the USB-C in, and with the USB-A, you can charge other devices. So, it's pretty cool. Definitely worth it. And you can feel the breeze. It actually does work pretty well.
This also goes up really quite tall here. I've got it charging right now. Came with a charger cord for it, which is really great. And you can see if I turn it on here. So this is the highest setting. And it blows quite a lot of air. I've had this in quite a large room, and you can feel it pretty darn well. And like I said, you can make this really tall. And I love that you can unplug it and kind of walk around with it, take it into other rooms with you if you need to. I will say that I had it on last night and not on the charger, and it did die. So the charge lasts for several hours, but not overnight necessarily. So just kind of keep that in mind. But that's not really a problem for me. Most places I'm using it, I can plug it in. So, you have the little panel with it telling you. So I have it on high right now. You can see that you also have options to set it for different timers, which is great. And then there's kind of like a eco mode as well.
so cool. I love him. And he oscillates. Just a real good dude. Whoa, how dare you? We're just getting to hang with each other right now. Look at him go. Her go. I don't know. And honestly, the air that it circulates is pretty insane. All my friends have been telling me how much this one kicks. Highly recommended. In pink too. Yee.
I love it. Blows good air, but the battery life on it is a little touchy. If you put it on high speed, it only lasts about an hour. If you put it on low speed, it lasts maybe 8 hours, something like that. Maybe a little bit less. Put it this way, the time that I use it, the battery really hasn't died on me. I guess that's about it. Other than that, I love the product. It does the job as long as I keep it on low and I put it right up against me. Maybe at least 4 or 5 feet away. It works great. That should do it. Thank you.
it's not charging, and it's been exactly a month, so I cannot return or get a refund. I have checked this many times, and this light should be blinking. I have charged it 3 separate times for at least 12 hours, and I can't do anything about it.
What are we doing?
Taking a little video.
Okay.
Anyway, I was hoping to maybe get a look at that list just to see what the
Face right here. I can't put it on here because the tab is cut off.
Tiene un país, tiene un pueblo,